Well, hello and welcome to the River Rat Reverend podcast. I'm the old River Rat himself, Bob Garrison, and glad to have you aboard today. And hope you'll enjoy the program. I have another guest here with me. Um, this is my daughter, Amy DeWitt. Used to be Garrison, now it's DeWitt. But anyway, Amy's with us, and we're just gonna have some fun today, talking about things and everything. This is my firstborn. And if you know anything about firstborns, they're usually the ones that are more submissive and not really hard to work with.
Charge.
What's that?
We're always in charge.
Always in charge, yeah. And the other three were just living nightmares. I'll tell you that right now. And they wouldn't argue with me. So, but Amy, we're glad to have you on the program this morning. And actually, it's afternoon. At my age, I get confused anymore. This is afternoon. Good to have you on the show this afternoon. And we got a lot to talk about. We got some interesting things here. So, wanted to start off. Oh, first, I want to let you know that our program is brought to you this morning by Level Up Web Solutions, and they will build you a good quality website at an affordable price. And I guarantee you're going to be happy with the work they do. So you'll find them at levelup-websolutions.com. levelup-websolutions.com. Give them a call. They'll take care of you. Okay. All right. So, Amy,
Yes.
Welcome aboard the River Rat podcast. Well, I hope we do a good job today. We'll find out. Anyway, so I want to start off by just asking you a simple question. Now, you and Aaron have been married a little while. How long have you been married?
Very long time.
Forever, right? That's what Mom would say, forever.
We have been married now for 27 years.
Jeez, man. Wow.
I remember your 25th anniversary.
Yeah, that didn't seem like it was too long ago.
But
Yeah. And you've spawned two children. I mean, you've raised two children?
I have two, yeah.
So tell us about them.
So I have two girls. Allie, who will be, Allie is, hold on, what year is
She'll be
it?
26 this year.
She will be 26
Next
in
month.
September.
Oh, September.
Ariana is 20 years old, so she'll be 21 in February.
So now, how and where did you and Aaron meet?
I just told this story a few minutes ago to Aaron's friend.
Oh, okay. Share it with us. Share it with the world.
So we met at kids camp, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And we had known each other for a couple of years before we actually started dating. But we worked at kids camp, and some 11 and 12-year-old girls decided that us being single was a problem.
Yeah.
And so they sent notes to the camp director saying that they were from us,
Right.
Will you sit by me tonight at church? Please check one, yes or no. And then they signed my name to it, and it was read in front of the entire camp.
Bit of chicanery, huh?
Yeah,
they're on the girls.
In front of the entire camp, and everybody got a kick out of that. But we started dating after that, and we got engaged a couple months later.
There you go. Now they were set up. I hope you caught that. They were set up by 12-year-old girls.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're still friends with one of them on Facebook.
But are you really?
Yeah.
So they were concerned because man, you was on your way to being an old unmarried woman, and it's a good thing these 12-year-old girls intervened. I'll tell you what, you never know.
I got married at the ripe old age of 19.
Yeah, boy. Sarah and Abraham there, So you and Aaron had been in ministry many years, and
almost 27 years.
27 years. So you've seen the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the good, the bad,
the ugly.
Yeah, the ugly and everything in between. Would it be a fair thing to say that ministry is not for sissies?
It is not.
Mm-hmm.
Ministry can be very, very rewarding, but also very, very hard and very lonely. And so you have to learn how to balance that and how to, I don't know, how to get through those times and still survive with your sanity intact and with your heart for the Lord still intact.
And that's hard to do sometimes. Yeah. So God blessed you with two beautiful daughters, Ariana, and I always tease and call Ariana my little llama faces. That was a standing joke we had about the Emperor's New Groove, you know. So I started calling them llama faces and my little llamas and things. So, but we met Ariana. What about Allie? Tell us about Allie.
Allie has been married for a couple of years now, and she lives in Indianapolis area right now. And her and her husband are very involved in the ministry at their church. And Allie just kind of took a position as a children's director at their church, kind of doing some of the administrative things for that, and so she's really enjoying that.
So she's busy, you know. Now here's a fun fact. Now you guys have a some kind of event coming up. Could you tell me about that? What's that all about? Tell the audience about this special event that's coming.
So, we are going to be grandparents. So this will be great grandparent. Allie and Michael are expecting their first baby in December, and the due date is actually on my husband Aaron's birthday. So that was really exciting. So December 18th, they're expecting a little boy.
So you just killed my second question. I was going to say, now tell us when he's due, but you already did. So where's the pen I can scratch out? So what's the little fella's, what's his name going to be and why? What is it?
I don't know if I can tell yet.
You can't tell us yet?
I don't know if I can tell you yet.
We know it's a little boy.
Yeah, we know it's a little boy. And I think they're going to call him AJ. But I don't know if they want to disclose the full name yet. I'd have to ask her about that. AJ. It could be a secret.
Anyway, but so far as we know.
To continue the tradition of our family, because we have Aaron, Amy, Allie, Ariana, and then the little one.
Yeah. And then Arnold
Arnold. Definitely Arnold.
Yeah, well, anyway, that remains a secret. That may be for another time and place. But and here was my question: what about his birthday? Why is that special? But you already answered that. You're just getting ahead of me there. Yeah. All right, so how does it feel being grandparents? You're a grandparent now. And you're only 50 years old.
I'm not 50 yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm good.
Not for a while, man. I'm in my early to mid 40s.
Yeah, somewhere along in there. We don't have to be specific.
Yeah, it's.
How does it feel?
It doesn't feel yet. It feels very surreal. Like it doesn't. Like I was talking to my mom the other day about how like you can be, even older and you don't feel that you're that old and that you're still looking for the adultier adult in the room sometimes. Yeah.
Time is deceptive, isn't it?
It is, because I still feel like I should be able to do handstands and cartwheels, and I can't do that.
I mean, you could try, but you probably end up an accordion on the floor.
Something great.
By the way, we have another person here today, and I'd like for great grandma to say hello. Oh, it's too late. Nope, it's too late. You're going to be on the camera. This is your big shot, dear. All right. Come here. This is grandma.
Our matriarch.
Come in a little closer. Come in a little closer. Look, there you go. This is Grandma Teresa, or as many call her Mother Teresa. But we've been called a lot of things, haven't we, dear? Yeah, that's just one of them. All right. So it's kind of a neat feeling being a grandparent for the first time. I remember. Yeah. Oh man.
The baby will be spoiled for sure.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah. I remember when Allie was first born. Now, Allie, your oldest daughter, Allie is our oldest grandchild. And I'll never forget when she was born, me and Dennis DeWitt, your father-in-law, both of us, as soon as we, because we heard the baby crying.
No, let's talk about that for a minute.
Well, let's do. Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Let's get this out. It was going to come out anyway.
Because when I went into labor, and they're like, okay, she's getting ready to push. So you were in the room. My father.
Well, we was on the other side of a curtain, a little ways over.
Not yet.
Yeah.
And the nurse came and said, and my brother-in-law was there, my brother, and everybody. And then the nurse came and said, okay, she's getting ready to push. We're going to have to ask you guys to go to the waiting room because you couldn't be in the room, obviously.
Yeah.
And they're like, can we just stay on the other side of the curtain? And I went, no. And the nurse went, sure. And so they stayed on the other side of the curtain where my dad starts chanting like the old Bill Cosby bit, like push him out, shove him out, way out. And that is what I heard the entire time that I was having a child.
and then,
and so
and then
I'll never forget that.
I was it me or Dennis yelled out, "It's alive!"
Yeah.
You know. But anyway,
they're performing comedy while I'm going through the greatest trauma of my body.
we couldn't understand. Oh wait a minute! I think they gave you an epidural.
They got a great time.
Yeah, it was an interesting time. So me and Dennis, we both decided we're gonna run down. We had to buy a stuffed animal piece. I don't remember who got the bigger one, but
they're about the same size.
They're about the same.
Still has them.
Yeah,
she still has both of those.
She does have those.
She does.
Oh, how cool is that? I did not know that. And then of course, the other grandma is Coetta on Aaron's side. Dennis and Coetta DeWitt, good people. They were in ministry for how many years? A lot of years.
Oh, almost 40 years, I think.
40 years. Yeah.
I think my girls have been really blessed that they have two sets of grandparents that serve the Lord. Mm-hmm. They have parents that serve the Lord. They have aunts and uncles and cousins that serve the Lord. And so it has always been a big family thing, you know, right. Church and knowing Jesus and learning about God and being able to have those conversations, mm-hmm. I think has been awesome in forming who they've become today. Yeah. And you know, I think that's important. You know, to have some godly background. You know, I remember many times. Now, Janessa. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about Janessa. Okay. We can talk about Janessa. So I got dirt. Janessa was always the hardest one to deal with on a Sunday morning. She's stubborn. Yeah, and she probably still is. Nick probably still has to deal with that, you know. But when she was a little girl, Janessa, Mama say, put this dress on. I don't want to wear that dress. I don't want to wear that dress. You know, she didn't ever want to wear what you picked out for her. She's always fighting. And I tell you, there were times, I think, and we homeschooled you guys. Yes. And Janessa we'd always start the morning off Janessa getting her butt whacked by her mother. Yeah. Because, you know. Not me, though. No, you know. We just yelled at Amy, and Amy would, she'd fall apart and everything. Yeah. So, you know, we knew if we was going to get after kids, Amy was going to be all right. We'd get her straightened out. Bobby and Janessa, and then later when we adopted Chris, I tell you what, we definitely, parenthood can be challenging, can it? Yes. Yeah. It can. It definitely can. We found that out the hard way. I'll tell you what, you know. Nobody wrote a book for us, or we never found the book for anybody to write us and tell us, you know, how to raise kids. So, okay, but I have something to add to that though, because I think that you always think that raising the little ones is the hard part, mm-hmm. until they turn 18 and you know. Mm-hmm. But I have found like the hardest part, and you know this probably. Well, I know you know this. Mm-hmm. Parenting adult children is even harder. That can be a challenge too, yeah. It's harder because there's things that you want to help them with, but you can't. Right. You can't step in. You know, yeah, and those are hard times. Yeah, like the other day, Ariana had a really rough day at work, and somebody had treated her poorly, and Aaron was like, well, I'm going to go up there and say this, and I'm like, you can't. She's 20. Yeah. You can't go and do that. And he's like, but I want to. And I'm like, I know you want to, but right. You have to let her deal with this. And of course he did, but it's very hard to let them go sometimes. It is indeed. And face things, or that they live far away and you can't be there when things are hard. I remember when you and Aaron, when the two of you got married, I'll never forget, Mom and I woke up that next morning after you had left and married and gone off. And we both woke up and we just cried, mm-hmm. you know. And now, of course, you know, Aaron's turned out to be a pretty good son-in-law, you know, and we all have our days, but no, I'm joking. But no, things have turned out, but letting go of your kids, that's a hard thing. Now, you've experienced that with Allie, yeah. You know. That's harder than anything, I think, when they ever live with you. Right. It's that day. I'll never forget the day that we took her up to college, and we were all like a tearful mess. And she was only an hour and a half away, but it just wasn't going to be the same at home.
Right.
And I remember we went off into the kitchen. They had dorm rooms and they had a kitchen that was separate, and we went off into the kitchen and we were all holding each other and crying, and I remember thinking that day, like, this is that day where the day that we had her dedicated to the Lord.
Right.
We had a dedication service at our church where we said, Lord, we give her to you. Right. And I remember thinking and praying that day, like, Lord, this is the day that I'm giving her to you, and having to walk away, and I don't know if I can do that.
Right.
And the Lord was like, do you remember that service where you said that she was mine and I could take care of her? And I said, yes. And he said, okay, this is that time where you have to let me, and that's harder than anything that you'll ever do when they live in your house.
Right. It's one of the toughest times. Where it just seemed like it was yesterday when that little munchkin was born, And I remember bringing her home when you guys brought her home from the hospital. I'm sitting there talking, Goober talked to her and stuff. I think now, and we tease Allie and Michael by, oh, when are we ever going to get a great grandchild? Well, they were married 2 years. Now we got a great grandchild on the way, and how awesome that is! I'll tell you what. And there's nothing like our kids and our grandkids. Now we're adding to that more arrows to the quiver, so to speak. So Amy, you're a writer, and
I try. Yeah.
Yeah. And when people ask me if I write, well, I'm a writer of sorts, whatever that means. But you've got a handful of books written and everything, and you've got some pretty good stuff, I think. I wanted to, how in the world, or what possessed you to get the writer's bug? How did you go about getting the writer's bug?
Well, definitely growing up, having a dad who was a poet was a big influence.
I didn't know it.
Yeah. But I remember even being 11, 12, 13, and I still have some of them. I would write little books. And it's funny, and maybe you don't even know this, but all of my books were about people moving, because I thought moving was so cool, because we had never done it.
I never wanted to.
The first time I ever moved was when I got married. And I always thought it would be so cool to like move to another city. Now we have moved, I think we counted the other day, over 20 times in the last 27 years. And I'm like, I don't ever want to move.
I hate moving.
But I hate moving with a passion. But that was, when I was a kid, that was like all my little novels were about moving, because that was what made you really cool.
Right.
And now I'm like, that is not cool.
Yeah, as I say, I must not have been very cool back in the day. I always believed in just putting your roots down, and that's where you stayed there till the Lord called you home.
But now, I've started writing again. It took me 10 years to write my first book.
Right.
In over 10 years, I just started compiling like one chapter at a time. And then I would go back and fix them and do things with them and all that kind of stuff. And it was 10 years before I learned how to get them published and things like that. And so it took about 10 years for my first one, and I really liked it, but we're being told something by our little producer here.
We're at 22 minutes.
We're at 22 minutes. Okay, that's all right.
I mean, talk fast. No, I know. No, we know that. We got this thing. All right.
But yeah, so I wrote my first book, which was Confessions of a Hot Mess Lady Pastor. And the tagline was, I don't have it all together.
Right.
And it was really a lot of the funny stories of ministry and the crazy things that we've gone through and encountered over the years. And so that was my first one. Oh, yeah. I need to show it, I guess.
Yes.
So this, and you can find them on Amazon, but I don't promote them really to make money, because I don't hardly make any money off of them, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But if it can encourage somebody, that's really what I want. I want someone to know that you're not the only hot mess out there. There are others like us that just don't feel like we're doing the greatest job. We don't feel like we are
adequate sometimes.
Yeah, we feel very, very inadequate at times, and so that's really the premise of that one there.
Right. Well, listen, we're going to get ready, and we're going to make this a two-parter. So we're going to close off on number one right now, and we will come back to number two. If you have enjoyed the program this morning, you can find us on Apple, Spotify, Pocket Cast, and YouTube. And if you like it, like, share, and subscribe. I need to get past 10 people. So, hey, until next time, which will be in a few minutes, God bless.